Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with a review. Yeah, you seen the thumbnail, that's right people. I gotta do a little bit of an explanation with this, okay guys? I'm friends with Dedmanbonez, and I ended up sending him a copy of Resident Evil 3 to review on his channel. Now, if you've ever went to this guy's channel, you will realize all he really specializes in is what-ifs of anime, okay? He takes different anime characters and other characters as well, not strictly just anime, and he does what-if stories with them. Like a good example would be like, what if Deku was the Punisher and stuff like that. He's not known for doing game reviews. So I thought, me being the way I am with my video game channel, well, it's mostly video games, and some movies and some other stuff, I thought I'd throw a little wrench at him and go, hey man, here, I'm giving you a free copy of Resident Evil 3. The only catch is I want you to do a review on your channel of it. And he did. So I got to give him credit. It's not that long of a review, I might add, and he kind of trash talks me through it. He keeps saying, if you guys don't like this, make sure to go to his channel and let him know. Be nice about it, but let him know. Really, Dead Man? Really? Did you have to do that? No, you didn't. Your fan base ain't gonna get butt hurt over the fact that you went and reviewed a game for a friend that gave it to you for free. That's a pretty cool thing. I've been known to do this in the past. All you have to do is ask Brett Hicks and some other people. I'm notorious for doing that sort of thing. But he threw me a wrench back. He was like, okay, I'm going to review this game for you. Well, I want you to go and review something for me. And I'm like, oh boy. But you know what? I'm a man of my word. And I said, sure. What do you want me to review? And he's like, well, there's this little television series on Netflix right now, and I want you to watch it, and I want you to do a review on Beastars. Okay? Well, I'm like, all right, I should have known it was anime. Should have known. And anime is not my thing. I am not into it. I have nothing against anyone that loves the stuff, but I just don't really care for it. But I'm a man of my word, and I told him, you know what, Dedmanbonez? Fine. You reviewed Resident Evil 3 on your channel, so I'm going to review the entire first season of Beastars here on my channel. So here it is, my review for the first 12 episodes of Beastars. First of all, big shout out to Dedmanbonez for getting me to review this. Not my thing, but I'm going to review it. Beastars. Talk about an interesting thing here. This is a Japanese manga series that's pretty much been going on for a long time and finally got a 12-part series on Netflix, and they have renewed it for a second season, so there will be more in the coming future. Now, if you don't know what a Beastar is, it's considered an individual of great talent, service, or notoriety. Basically, once you actually surpass certain people and become, top tier in what you're along with. Now, the best way to describe this series, since coming from someone who's never seen or heard of this before, is it's kind of like these weird anthropomorphic animals that it kind of does, in fact, remind me a lot like Zootopia, but with, well, first of all, it's anime, it's cartoon, it's not CGI. But it is weird because it centers on the coexistence of herbivores and carnivores in society. And it kind of focuses on this school called the Cherryton School, where all these different creatures go there. And at first it kind of comes off a lot like kind of like a weird drama with this slight weird murder mystery tie-in. And you don't really get to solve the murder mystery of what's going on because the main characters consist of Legoshi, sorry. I know he would say, he'd get mad if I said his name wrong. His name is pronounced Legoshi. He's a wolf, and he's a member of the stage crew of the drama club in the school. Then you have Louis, which basically he's a rich deer. He's the main guy. He's the main lead in the drama club. Then you have Haru, which is the bunny rabbit character, and she works as the gardener there, and she's the only member of the gardening club, in fact. And she's a whore. I'm sorry, basically, she decides since the live her life so promiscuously because people always feel like sorry for her because she's so tiny and weak on the bottom of the food chain. So in order for herself to feel better about herself, she sleeps around with just about any creature that's willing to have sex with her. So she's just a whore. I'm sorry. Then you have Dom, which is the big bird, the fowl. Sheila the leopard, which actually used to work as a dominatrix at a BDSM. Nina the giraffe, who doesn't like the look of her own neck. Moro, which is a rhino. Bill, which is the tiger. And it's really, like I said, it's really plays out a lot at first, like this weird high school drama with these teenagers as they go through, normal day life. But the only difference is they're anthropomorphic animals that always have to deal with, people being killed and stuff. And like I said, the first season is 12 episodes. And, it kind of focuses a lot on Legoshi, dealing with his internal rage and also fighting off depression as he's trying to come to grips with the fact if he actually does love Haru or not. He thinks maybe at first it might just be his internal rage and the fact that he is a carnivore wanting to eat her. But as the story progresses, you find out that his feelings for her is way more deeper, and even gets to the point to where they bring in some rabbit porn known as Wild Kick Wet Rabbits on DVD. I'm not going to get into that. Thank God they don't show that. But the whole story, other than a lot of drama that happens in the school, kind of centers on if he really does love Haru or is it just his hunger. And in the end, you find out it is indeed true love. Now, as the story progresses and it starts getting away from the high school drama stuff, then it gets into some really interesting political corruption, blackmail, and kidnapping over the fact that there's like this black market where they kidnap different herbivores and they pretty much use them as food for the carnivores. And so there's this big kidnapping ring where they pretty much take them to sell them on the black market for meat for carnivores. Now, the finale couple episodes of this has Legoshi going to try to save Haru, who is kidnapped by basically, I'm going to call him Animal Yakuza. That's kind of what I got from it, the Animal Yakuza. And he pretty much goes to try to save her and ends up having to track her down where they had kidnapped her because they always want high quality meat. The carnivores want the best quality meat, so these evil lions, basically the Yakuza, they're pretty much going to use her, their boss is going to eat her. And at first, it gets this really, at first, it's a weird series to begin with, but it gets into this really dark aspect where the guy's wanting her to take her clothes off and make her bathe a certain way. And he's trying to scare her and get her depressed and scared because it's supposed to make her meat taste better. But in the end, she stands up to him and she's like, you know what? I realize I'm going to die. You're going to eat me. I've always been a loner my whole life. No one's going to come and save me. So just go ahead and eat me. I don't care. And it pisses him off. So he basically rapes her. And, thank God they don't show it, but you know what's going on. The lion rapes the bunny rabbit by yanking onto her tail and stuff. And just right when he's getting ready to kill her, fortunately, Legoshi shows up and saves the day. He uses his internal rage to wolf out, so to say, and attack and, not really kill most of the bad guys, but he's able to save her and they're able to go back and try to continue on with their life. And they finally get the touch on their true feelings of what they feel for themselves. And even though he knows that he loves her, he still realizes that he has a lot of room to grow before they could actually really be together. So in the end, I have to say, honestly, I like this. The animation is really well done. The color palette on the characters is cool. I love the voice actors. Honestly, at first, it's a little off-putting with the anthropomorphic animals, where they're like animals, but they have a lot of human features, including butts and breasts and stuff. And honestly, it is a good show. I am honestly kind of interested to see what season 2 has in it, because they kind of sort of end this off with kind of a cliffhanger, because throughout this whole show there are like 2 of these herbivore students who are killed and eaten basically, and they never really tackle who did it. And I have some suspected I really kind of feel that it's actually Bill that did it, and they haven't really gotten to showing that because he kind of has a dark side. But it's interesting to see the overall depth in the character development of these characters as they're going through. And the only problem is it's a bit slow on the development. I mean, it is like basically 3/4 of the way through this entire first season before they really start evolving the main characters enough to where you're like, okay, they're making progress. Because most of it just seems like fluff at first, where it's like, okay, just these kids, in the school, in their drama club, setting up this play and all this other stuff. And it's not until like the final 4 episodes where stuff really starts getting really dark and deep with the terms of the corruption and the blackmailing and the kidnapping of people, and the action really ramps up with the pretty much Legoshi going and saving the day. My personal feelings of this show are, once again, I'm not an anime guy, but I really did like the animation. I did like the overall story, though I thought it was rather convoluted at first, and it didn't really get going until quite the ways through all 12 of these episodes. I hopefully can acknowledge, I haven't read the Magnus, and I know I'm saying it wrong, the Magna, or whatever it's called, Maga. I don't know. I haven't read the books that this is from, okay? So I do not know anything about any of these characters or how the story's going to end up. I believe the series is still going even today. But honestly, I did like it. I just hope that for season 2, they get the ball rolling faster. It took way too long in this before anything really started happening that was keeping my interest. I was getting to a point of going, okay, is this just going to be like this stupid teen drama all the way through it? This is not holding my interest. It was too far and few and in between moments that kept getting my interest back. And it wasn't until the final 4 episodes where stuff really started going down that I appreciated the story arc of what they were doing with these characters. Honestly, in the end, I am ready to see season 2 when it comes out. I want to thank Dedmanbonez for having me do this review. And in the end, my personal favorite out of all of them has to be Jack. Yeah, that's right. Legoshi's best friend is dog. I like Jack the best. He's a Russell Terrier. Go figure, right? Name's Jack Russell Terrier. But yeah, this is a weird show, honestly. And for an anime, I didn't really think it had that much sex, drugs, and blood in it. But I'm sure that's probably going to get worse in season 2. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Please hit a like up if you like this video. Leave in the comments below if you've seen this series and what is your personal feelings on it. And remember, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.